There's no specific age to become successful, and it's never truly late. Most successful people, the cream of the creme, you know, get successful at a later age. Now that also determines and depends on what do you think a later age is deemed as. But I think it's worldly renowned that a later age will be, 40s, 35, 40s, 50s. That's when they reach the true pinnacle of, wealth in their lifetime. Most of the creme, you know. But in 2026, this is actually the easiest it's ever been to make money in your life. And why is that? We all know. These cameras, phones, devices, online, social media. There's some avenue that anybody can become successful. Now, it's also true that we kind of take that like we kind of extend that bar a little bit. Like, okay, I had a conversation with a friend of mine a long time ago, and I was telling him, like, yeah, bro, there's so many successful people, man. It's easy now, man. It's so many people successful. Da 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 da. That's how I'm talking, right? My friend was telling me, he said, yes, it is a lot easier now, but there's still majority of people are still don't have that type of wealth. Like, you're like diluted by your phone. You seeing all these successful people our age on the internet, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, showing off their lifestyle. Which, a lot of people are faking it until they make it. But they're showing this off, so you think, oh my gosh, it's so many people that's just so lit right now. Whole time, the people that are truly lit, it's probably only like 10% of the people that's our age. When I say our age, I mean under 25, right? Um, Now there's still a lot of people that are successful, but majority of people are not, and people starting to get that confused. Like, I seen a Lil Yachty video and Aiden Ross like a year or two ago. They were both like $100,000. That's the average amount of money that America makes. Or I remember Aiden's was like 60. He was like, the average American only makes $60,000. He was like, what? No, that's not real. They've been lit for so long. They've been lit since they were teenagers, to the point where like they can't even fathom like the majority of people are living not making 100,000, because these guys make millions of dollars at a young age, and they've been doing it for years now. So it's hard for them to even fathom and understand that. But I will say that if you're only 25, this is peak timing. Like, you literally have your youth. You don't. Some A lot of us still don't have, like, especially if you're like 18 right now. If you're 18 watching this, or even if you're 23 watching this, right, 24 watching this, if you ain't got your own spot, you still making ends meet, probably still live with family or whatever. You still don't have the biggest responsibility. You don't have kids. You still just providing for yourself. So if you can go as hard as you can and get to where you need to be, this is the perfect time. Most people are early 20s are what they doing, partying. Go to college. There's nothing wrong with that. If what you want to do in your life, you want to go get your degree, and you want to, what I'm saying, whatever, business, doctor, engineer, lawyer, whatever, that's how you become it. You have to go to school. You have to go to college, right? But in 2026, you don't need college, bro. You got your phone. You got trades. It's all type of things you can do, as long as you have a vision. I just seen a Kendrick Lamar video. I told someone on my live the other day. It's in 2026, bro, and even before this year. I say even back to 2016. It's not always about talent no more, man. It's not about talent at all. Kendrick Lamar, and this is an interview from 2012. Kendrick Lamar said it's not about talent. It's about the vision. You gotta have a vision of what you want for yourself. Then you gotta go obtain that vision, and then everything else will just fall into where it needs to fall. Because talent doesn't sell. Like, for example, I have friends that like to rap, right? And I tell them, bro, promote yourself, promote yourself. In this day and age, rap is like content. This is content. It's about people seeing your face. You gotta put your face out there. You gotta let people see who you are. You gotta let them know your personality. You got to. It's not about, it's not 2000 no more, where the hardest person ever is just gonna get, you know, the record deals. Nah, the hardest people ever don't blow. The hardest people ever don't make it. So it's up to you to put yourself out there because you have a vision for yourself. The vision is to be the biggest, and you gotta do your homework and do your due diligence on how to be the biggest. You know, and that's really, and this is prime time. Like, it's never no age limit. Like, for example, like the big artist V's or whatever, if you're a rapper, right? V's didn't blow up until he was 28. But majority of the rappers, you know, blowing up in their 20s. And why? Because they're putting in the work. You have less responsibility. You have more time to do what you need to do. And you can be literally the best at whatever you want to be in your 20s. Man, F the clubs, F the guys, F the girls. You know, if you're a lady, F the guys. You know, my fellas, F the girls, man. Turn up. F your friends. They gonna always be there. If they're your true friends gonna always be there. You need to focus on yourself. Lock in with yourself. Go within. Hone in on your skills. What do you truly see for your future? That's really where it starts. It starts within here. Within here and within here. Talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you go to sleep every night. You close your eyes, right? You see a vision. You see nothingness. You gotta formulate the dream. You know, make your dream a reality. You gotta formulate this reality. You know, if you we talking quantum physics, you can pull certain realities into this reality, and you know what I'm saying? Because they really say all these realities already exist. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you going down that path of life. Which lane are you gonna go? Which avenue? Which direction you gonna go? Every decision you make is where you're gonna eventually lead in this reality. But all these possibilities exist. They tell you that in like movies like Doctor Strange, Marvel. You know, all it is quantum physics, metaphysics. It's all type of subatomic. You know, that's a whole different conversation. But what I'm saying all this to say is, bro, grind, man, grind, grind, grind. Bro, all that partying is gonna be there. One of my favorite YouTubers, Avery B, he said it. He said, bro, trust me, when you up, all the fun, the partying, all that stuff, the girls, it's gonna be 10 times better than when you're broke. You know what I'm saying? And granted, it's easier for me to say that because I've already kind of just been through college. I haven't graduated college. I'm still in college, but I've already, you know, experienced all the things that college have to offer. And I look inside myself and I realize I'm truly not happy at where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I see something way bigger for my future, something bigger than where I'm at right now. And I know it's about the vision that I have, and it's something that I love to do. And I want to get to where I want to get. And, you know, we all got work to do. You know what I'm saying? You want to look back in 3 years when you 25, or maybe when you're 30, you look back and see all this and it's like, man, I locked in. And that's just what it comes down to, bro. I believe in you.